Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're trying to cut through some of the noise around cybersecurity compliance, specifically CMMC Level 1.
That foundational level, yeah.
Right. If you're maybe feeling a bit lost about where to start or just want a clearer picture, hopefully this helps. We're looking at CyberComply for Level 1 from Armada Cyber Defense. The idea is to see how its features can, streamline getting compliant with those basic but really essential security practices.
Exactly. It's designed to be, well, a more straightforward path for those first 15 controls. It focuses right on those foundational requirements.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the preloaded CMMC Level 1 controls. For someone new to this, what's the real advantage there?
Well, think of it like skipping a really tedious first step. CMMC Level 1 means following 15 specific practices from NIST SP 800-171, the ones required by that FAR clause.
Right.
So CyberComply just has those 15 controls already loaded in, instead of you manually typing them all out, which takes time, and frankly, you could make mistakes.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
It's just there. It saves effort right away and cuts down the risk of errors, so you can focus quicker on actually understanding and doing what's needed.
That sounds like a big relief, honestly. Okay, next feature, the Interactive Gap Assessment Tool. How does that help you figure out, where you actually are right now with compliance? Getting started with the evaluation seems like a hurdle.
Yeah, it really can be. This tool gives you a pretty user-friendly way to check your current setup against each of those 15 Level 1 controls.
Okay.
It's sort of like a guided checklist, helping you spot where you might be falling short. And what's really handy is you can generate reports from it.
Printable ones or exportable?
Both, actually. You can print them for, say, internal meetings or export the data for a deeper dive. It gives you a clear, actionable picture of your current state and precisely where to focus.
Okay, so you found the gaps. But then there's the documentation policies and procedures. That can feel daunting, starting from a blank slate. That's where the editable policy templates fit in.
Absolutely. Staring at a blank page for cyber policies, that stops a lot of people. These templates are pre-written, and importantly, they're aligned specifically with CMMC Level 1.
So they give you a head start.
A massive head start. You're not wrestling with the exact wording or structure from scratch. You take the template, tailor it to how your specific organization works, and you're much further along. It just makes that whole documentation part way less overwhelming.
Right. Efficiency is key. Okay, policies are drafted. How do you prove you're actually doing what the policies say? That must be the document and evidence upload feature.
That's exactly it. This is where you build your case, your proof. For every single control, you can upload supporting files.
Like what kind of files?
Oh, things like screenshots showing your security settings are correct, maybe training logs for your team, network diagrams, log files. Basically, any evidence that demonstrates you're meeting that specific requirement in practice.
And it keeps it all organized.
Yeah, it's centralized. Everything is linked directly to the control it supports. That's super important whether you're just doing a self-check or, getting ready for some kind of external review.
Keeping track of everything.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The task and remediation tracking dashboard sounds like it helps manage the actual fixing of those gaps.
Precisely. Finding the gaps is step one, right? Then you need to manage the fixes. This dashboard gives you a visual way to see all the outstanding tasks. You can assign them to people.
So accountability.
Exactly. Assign tasks, track the progress, make sure those corrective actions actually get done. It brings that accountability and gives you a clear view of how you're progressing towards compliance.
It sounds like it's not just a one-person job, though. There's support for internal use and sharing, too.
That's a good point. Compliance often touches different parts of a business. So this feature lets different team members, maybe even external advisors or consultants you're working with, access the platform and contribute.
Collaboration, basically.
Right. It helps bring different perspectives and expertise together, leading to a more thorough approach overall.
Okay, so assessment done, policies worked on, fixes are being tracked. What are the system security plan, the SSP? That feels like a big one.
The SSP is definitely a key document for CMMC. The tool helps here by taking the information you've already put in your assessment findings, your customized policies, evidence links, and it automatically generates a structured SSP.
Auto-generates. Wow.
Yeah, it gives you a compliant baseline, a starting point. You then review it, tweak it, make sure it perfectly reflects your specific setup, but it massively cuts down the effort of creating that crucial document from zero.
That sounds incredibly helpful. And thinking longer term, what about companies that might need more later? there's an option to migrate to CMMC Level 2 GRC.
Yes, and that's a really practical feature for growing businesses. If you think you'll need to meet the tougher CMMC Level 2 requirements later on, this tool provides a path to upgrade.
And you don't lose your work.
That's the key benefit. All the data, the evidence, the policies you developed for Level 1, it all carries over. You're not starting from scratch again for Level 2. It preserves that effort.
So wrapping this up, it really sounds like a tool like CyberComply for Level 1 is focused on, well, removing a lot of those initial roadblocks to getting that foundational compliance sorted.
Exactly. It leverages those pre-built controls, the templates, the workflows. It's all about providing clarity, making things more efficient, and just offering a more manageable way to tackle these essential security requirements.
It definitely underscores how these kinds of frameworks can let you focus your energy on the actual security improvements, rather than just getting tangled up in the compliance paperwork itself. Thanks, this was insightful.
Glad to help.
And for you listening, maybe consider how using these structured tools could simplify that initial compliance lift, freeing you up to really focus on building strong, practical security defenses.